Hey guys, it's Phil Morrison. I help naturally quiet people with social anxiety to build confidence, connecting with people, develop their natural strengths, and develop a positive lifestyle which helps them to thrive. Something that I've been discussing with clients in recent coaching sessions is that you create more of what you focus on. So if you dwell on the past and it makes you angry, you're going to go through life feeling angry and have a more angry experience. You'll pull more anger into your life. It won't make you happier. Sounds really obvious to say, but you can't change your past. It's concrete. It's already happened. What you can do is you can change your interpretation of the past. You can respond to the past, use that energy to move your life forwards. So it's all about what you do now, how you move forwards, and you can also choose to stop dwelling on the past, especially if it makes you angry. In a recent conversation with a client, we're talking about anger and saying that anger is the best ever yes man. It's like a hype man. For example, you might think, I was unfairly treated in this situation. I was discriminated against, and anger's like, yeah, you was discriminated against big time. You're totally justified in feeling angry and hating these people. That anger just hypes you and says yes, agrees with everything. And while it's quite satisfying because you feel right, it's also a dangerous emotion as well, and it's very, very destructive. A bit like fire, it spreads, it causes damage. But if you can have compassion, compassion's a bit like water. If you can have compassion, as hard as it is, it can allow you to forgive people to an extent where you can move on. If you can't forgive somebody, and that's just not at all possible, the next best thing you can do is to stop interacting with that thought pattern, to stop getting pulled into dwelling, because you're essentially fighting a losing battle. And as soon as you stop thinking about it, stop talking about it, it's no longer a problem. You don't want to keep it alive, because then the person that made you angry in the past is making you angry again. So you can change how you interact with the past. That's something else you can do. You can interact with it in a more positive way. You can learn to laugh at it. Silly joke the other day. Someone I was coaching asked me, what would it take for someone to be completely free of all traumas? No trauma whatsoever. And I said, well, if there was a baby that didn't rely on its parents for survival, it was just born hard as nails, able to fend for itself straight away, this baby wouldn't need approval from its parents. So it wouldn't try to please its parents. It wouldn't be worried if its parents neglect the baby. And if the baby was just fully competent and accomplished, it could go out there and hunt, basically. It could get the food it needs, survive. So if a baby was born like a completely competent adult, and there was no growing up process, and never lost any battles, never faced a fear of death, then maybe that would be a trauma-free person. And that seemed really funny in the moment, just this idea. Because it's important to, get what you can out of personal development, therapy, all these different areas of life, but also to come away from it and never take it so seriously. Still laugh at it, still have fun, still play with it. As my mentor often said to me, you don't want to be in therapy for your whole life. You want to make great progress, keep working on yourself, but also just switch off. Don't get too excessive with it. Don't try to psychoanalyze and understand everything. It's also nice just to enjoy simple things in life. Enjoy having a cup of coffee in the morning, going for a nice peaceful walk, interacting with good people, playing sports, watching comedy, checking out the latest film in the cinema, reading something, traveling. It's nice to have a balance where you do the deep stuff and you grow and you change, you transform, but don't lose connection to the simple things in life. Maybe things that are more surface level, but also great fun. Otherwise, your whole life becomes about growing. And while I love growing, it's also nice to get the balance where you work hard on yourself and your life. There's improvements and progress, but you're also able to step away from that and enjoy yourself. And this means that in your general life, you're moving forwards, making progress, and you're happy at the same time. And this is actually better for growth because you're going to be motivated to stick things out on a long-term basis because you're enjoying yourself. Apparently, I'm told that a piece of advice that grandmaster artists give to students is just draw. People get annoyed by this advice because it's so simple. But when you draw, you're getting the experience and it makes you ask questions. For example, okay, how do I draw an eyeball? How do I get the perspective right here? What angle's best? And you learn by doing. But if you started to draw and you was getting frustrated all the time, you was punishing yourself, not having much fun, tearing up the paper, screwing up into a ball and throwing it across the room, it would be hard to persist long enough to become really good at drawing. It's the same with anything in life. So if you're having a miserable time doing it, your relationship with that activity isn't great, it's going to be hard to stick it out on a long-term basis. But if you're happy and content, you're enjoying what you're doing, it comes from a different place, then it's no problem for you to keep on doing this habit on a long-term basis, to be fearless and explore it, to ask those questions and learn and become really good at something. So this is a nice principle, and most answers in life are simple. Right under your nose, something that you've already heard before. It's just doing it for long enough and being fearless with it so you actually get the results from it. Also taking the ego out of the equation, being patient. Changes in life take time. They're not overnight. If you watch movies, life is really fast-paced in the films. But in real life, it's not like that. It's a lot slower. It's a lot calmer. A lot less dramatic. And I kind of like that because it's more peaceful. Can't be fast-paced all of the time. Some of the time, that's fine. but you need that balance. And actually, this whole idea is why I have a weekend program coming up to help people reduce anxiety, improve their conversation skills, have fun, make friends. And the theme is to overcome self-sabotage. It's how to develop a good relationship with the main areas of life. For example, health and fitness. How can you enjoy the process of getting fit and healthy? And enjoy it so that you can stick to it on a long-term basis. And it's balanced. It's not an extreme diet, which no one's going to stick to. But how can you make it a habit, make it a pattern? Overall healthy, balanced diet. Exercising too. So there's a health and fitness. There's career. How can you focus on improving your career and enjoying the process as well? Not becoming overwhelmed with stress. Changing your experience of that activity. Turning something which is overwhelming into something which is manageable, which doesn't cause you to burn out with stress. And to keep on feeling motivated to consistently put the work in and move forwards. So health and fitness, career, finances, this is important too. There's lots of false ideas out there about money which scare people. People are scared of going broke. They're also scared of making money. And I've done both. I've gone broke. I've made money. Relationships with people. This is really important too. A common area where lots of people sabotage. If I said to someone, just talk, just connect with people, it might annoy them. Although it's the truth, just like to get good at art, you have to just draw. But you have to learn how to not take things personally, to fail your way to success in various areas. Give yourself freedom to make mistakes and learn. This is how you grow. To be patient. So it's about getting the relationship with each area of life better. So you're not feeling pressured to take action from a place of fear, but from a much more peaceful and calmer place. And turning things which you might not currently enjoy into things which you do enjoy. It's possible to really hate something for a while and grow to love it. You can change your experience of an activity with the right perspective and time to adjust as well. So this is the whole point of my weekend program. It's for a group of up to 10 people, and I currently have 4 people that are interested in doing the program. And for both days, it costs £150, and it's the first weekend in October. As well as the weekend itself, which is basically it's for the whole group, and we all get past the self-sabotage, talk about what's holding us back, feel inspired, and I can coach you as well. As well as the 2 days, 12 till 5 p.m. on both days. I also follow up a month later with a one-to-one coaching session for accountability. So after the program, the idea is that you go away feeling confident, feeling motivated, and you have the right approach to be able to take on challenges without feeling overwhelmed, without getting too stressed. And you have a simple action plan, something which you're happy with, and I can tell is going to help you out as well. Then a month later, the call is for accountability, because it takes time to build a new habit, get things in place. So a month is enough time to to work on your lifestyle and make positive changes. If this is a program which you're interested in joining, just send me an email. Very happy to have a chat about it, answer your questions, and I can send you a link with details of the program itself, location, which is in Birmingham, meeting point, all the rest of it. So I hope that you got value from today's video. If you're new to the channel and you want to join my live streams, get notified when I release more content to keep you motivated and moving forwards, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day.